Your life can be boiled down to pretty much two things. It can boil down to a number of things, but I would like to think it boils down to two things. One, your life is either based on making an impact, or two, your life is based on making an income. I know, you probably never thought of it that way. Today I want to talk about which way I prefer to go, which route I think is best. This is a very interesting discussion, and today I want to have it with you. Let's go. Like diamonds, I'm watching how you glow. What's up, everybody? It's your boy AJ here, coming through your TV screen, your phone screen, your laptop screen, and beyond. How you bloody doing, mate? Your life can be boiled down to two things. Literally, it can, really. In this specific context, in this scenario, it can really be boiled down to two things. Your career and your life in terms of accomplishments and successes. When you boil them down to those two things, either impact or income, most people probably would choose income. Because there's a saying that says, money makes the world go round. And as true as that statement can be, here's why I would actually rather go the route of impact. You see, there's this thing that I cling to. There's this chain of thought that I always tried my best to stand by. Everything in this world, no matter how abstract or insane it may seem, everything in this world needs everything to function. Now you're going to probably ask me, what exactly am I talking about? Because that is a broad context to have. I know. Hear me now. Walk with me. Everything that happens in this world needs everything to function. So for example, if there weren't any criminals, there would be no need for the police. If there was no one breaking the law, there would be no need for police. If countries weren't at war, there wouldn't be a need for an army. That's just a few examples. Everything, as crazy and insane as it may seem sometimes, need everything to function. Why do I tie this in with impact versus income? When you choose the route of impact, your income is gonna happen compulsory. I have a tendency to not make life about money, because money, like any other material thing, will vanish, evaporate, and or disappear. The impact you have on life, your life, other people's life, the life of the people you're surrounded by, is everlasting. I would rather to have that feeling lingering in my head than to worry about where my money is going to end. You see, when you do the things you love, and you love the things you do, the money happens regardless. So if your goal in life is to make an impact, to make a change, to make a difference, no matter how small it is, you don't have to be a life-altering scientist. Little things add up to big things. So even if your contribution to this life or your contribution to this world or your impact on this life is minute, it's still a impact you had. And that impact will be everlasting. Whether it's affected by the people around you, whether it's affected by you directly on this life, whether it's your friends or family, whatever the case may be, the impact you have is much more valuable than the money you earn. Money just gives you status. And the last time I checked, your status can change. Are you prepared for that? Hear me when I tell you. I used to be in the frame of mind that money was more important. Partly because I grew up without a lot of things. One of the reasons why I made money a priority is because of that reason particularly. I want my adulthood to be the opposite of my childhood. And I want my children to never have to relive what was my childhood, the environment I grew up in, the people I was surrounded by. No, the part where you say you can't control everything in life, that wasn't the intention. I want my adulthood to be an upliftment compared to my childhood. I want my children to have a better life than I had when I was a child. So I made money the priority. But the thing about that is, when you make things about money, it's like you're chasing your tail. Because when things are made about money, it's no longer about substance or quality. You're now talking in the sphere of quantity. Now, when you make all of the money you can possibly make in the world, what happens then? You've hit your peak. There's no more money you could possibly. You have millions to last for generations. What now? If you notice, pay attention to some of the most successful people and the wealthiest people in the world. Pay attention to how they shift their objective from making money to making an impact. The most wealthiest people in the world take a stack of how much of their wealth goes to things like charity, goes to things like changing the world, goes to things like making clean water for the people who don't have it. Take a look, take a scope and dive in and just do some research on the wealthiest people in the world, what they are doing with their money now that they have it. Because when you make things about money, you're going to hit a cap. And then there's nothing to do. All the money you need to make is already been made. What now? So when you make it about money, you also lose your sense of purpose. When you make it about impact, you're in a scenario where everything is everlasting. You will be remembered for, you'll be remembered by, so on and so forth. Now, if me suggesting to you to make it about impact instead of money, you don't necessarily, it's not a do it or else. I'm suggesting it to you because I know where you're gonna end up if you make it about money. So to prevent you from ending up there, I'll make this suggestion to you now. The smallest impact you can make. Make your life choices, make your life goals, make your career goals, make your accomplishments be based on impact and not income. Because when you hit that cap, when you get lost and you don't have anything to do, any sense of purpose, because there's no more drive in you because the money that needed to be made has already been made. What? No. Make it about impact. There's a lot of people that could use your impact for them to now turn around and impact others, which makes you an everlasting influence. Wouldn't that be the better thing to do rather than make your life revolve around money? Wealth is material. And the last time I checked, I always give myself this reality check. When you pass, none of the material things you own are coming with you. The impact of what you've done will carry on your legacy. The money you've made will sit in the bank. They'll know what to do with it. Or if your generations after you, they'll know how to spend it. The legacy you've created is all you're going to have left. So why not make your life based on impact rather than income? Just a chain of thought. Something to spur your mind. With that being said, with that being understood, it's your boy AJ. You see me. You see me. You see the heart. You see me. I love you endlessly. It's your boy AJ, and I'm signing out.